Very good morning, all of you. Last session, we have discussed what is strategic management and what are the managerial benefits of strategic management. Uh, Today, I want to discuss with you strategic management process. From earlier period, we have understood uh, strategic management deals with determination of objectives, adoptions of course of action, allocations of necessary resources in order to attain the predetermined objectives of organization is said to be called as strategic management. In other words, strategic management deals with strategic analysis, strategic choice, and strategic implementation is known as strategic management. From this, it is very obvious that strategic management plays very dominant and appropriate role in any big organization. Since the big organization has to perform different functions, in order to carry out different functions, the organization require proper plan of actions, proper strategies, and proper strategies at different levels. Therefore, once business organization having appropriate strategic management, from that organization is able to formulate the appropriate strategies at different level of business activities. Today, I want to discuss with you what are the steps involved in strategic management process. There are different steps involved in strategic management process. Like first, the business organization has to define the business and develop appropriate corporate mission and analysis of corporate environment with the help of SWOT analysis. And after that, should revise the organization direction and next identify the strategic alternatives and choice. Next, select the best among alternatives, implement the strategies, and last one is strategic evaluation and control. Now I discuss one by one in detail. First step involved in strategic management process is define the business. From earlier discussion, it is very clear that the business is a complex. Business has own objectives. For that, the business needed to perform different functions. So before going to adopt any strategy is by the business organization, the business organization should define properly their business, what type of business it is, who are the customer, what type of machinery is required, and whether what type of technology is required, and what type of raw materials are required. And after production, what are the things actually the organization has to do as far as uh, after production activities are concerned. So define the business. The first job of the strategic management as far as formulations of strategies are concerned, first properly define the business at different angles. Maybe customer requirements should define, organization requirements should be defined. And once organization define the business, no, from that organization is exactly able to know what type of things actually the organization is required to do as far as business are concerned. Since strategy is new, helping the organization should undertake the activity properly, and whatever activity is undertaken by the organization, the same the organization is able to do without fail according to their expectations. Therefore, first step of strategic management process is define the business. So properly define. Once we define the business, I mean business organization, define the business properly. That is helping the business organization to undertake the business activities in order to make the profit. Because without understanding the business, once we check out the strategy, once we attempted to formulate the strategy, that strategies are not hold good. The strategies are not fit as far as the what organization is expected to achieve that. These are the first step is this. Then second is the corporate mission. First step is determine the, define the business organization in at different angles, and by considering different factors, the organization should define the business. That is clearly helping organization. The what organization should be do, what organization should achieve the objective in the short term and long term, and to achieve long-term objectives are concerned, what are the things are required. To achieve long-term objectives are concerned, what are the things are required, and what are the expectations of the uh, owner of the organization, employees of the organization, and other stakeholders. Because once we define, we are able to understand many things about stakeholder as well as organization. Therefore, that is the base for thinking strategically, formulating strategies like that. And second step is develop the corporate mission. I think all of you might be very well aware every organization require the corporate mission, because the corporate mission is guiding the organization. Corporate mission is speaking why organization is exist and what organization actually required to do. Who are the stakeholders of the organization? What are their expectations? And how should be realized by the organization? Therefore, after defining the business, next important step is what? The organization should develop the corporate mission. Because once organization develop the corporate mission through which the organization is able to get appropriate the ideas or direction, the what actually the organization has to do as far as production department are concerned, and how much should be produced, and after production where should we sell, to who are the customers, and what are their expectations, how should the organization meet the requirement of the customers, and what are the competitors, to defeat the competitors, what are the things actually the organization has to do. So second step is develop the corporate mission. Once appropriate the corporate mission, the organization having, that is helping the organization to move in a right direction as far as production are concerned, marketing are concerned, manpower management are concerned, customer management are concerned, and even the attainment of organizational objectives are concerned, and attainment of different stakeholder requirement are concerned. Because the corporate mission, no, the corporate mission clearly uh, says the what organization actually required to do and how to do, and what should be the organization is needed as far as to do the different activities of organization are the concern now. So you have chance to study detail about corporate mission in next aspect. Now I want to restrict the here not not explain detail about corporate mission, but corporate mission is a statement through which the organization is able to know exactly why organization is exist, and who are the stakeholder, and what organization actually required to do as far as the stakeholder are concerned. Like that. And next important step is what analysis of corporate environment or business environment with the help of what? With the help of SWOT analysis. So, important step of strategic management, third step of strategic management is analysis of corporate environment with the help of what? With the help of SWOT analysis. As you know very well, SWOT analysis is one of the important technique through which the individual also able to know their strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. and through which the organization also able to know where organization having strength and where organization having opportunity, where organization having weaknesses, and where organization having that maybe obstacles or problems like that. So, as you know very well, why organization has to uh, analyze the corporate environment with the help of SWOT analysis. I think all of you might be aware, whatever organization you take, every organization required to work under certain environment, maybe political environment, economic environment, social environment, cultural environment, technological environment, and even the organization have own the environment as far as internal condition are concerned. So internal condition, once organization having favorable internal condition, of course it is opportunity. Of course it is helping the organization to do their job properly. Suppose organization not having appropriate internal condition. I mean, suppose organization not have adequate manpower, adequate machinery, adequate technology, adequate raw material, and other supporting things. Is it helping the organization to do the job properly? Is it helping the organization to perform the organizational activities rationally? Is it helping the organization to achieve the organizational objectives? So that is not helping the organization. Therefore, organization should analyze the environment with the help of SWOT analysis. Once organization analyze the external environment and internal environment with the help of SWOT analysis, organization will be able to know the what are the opportunities the organization have as a result of changing political environment and given economic environment or changing economic environment, changing technological environment, and changing competitive environment, and even any changing legal environment. Okay, like that. So, corporate mission, no, I mean, SWOT analysis, no, helping the organization to understand exactly where strengths are there, where weaknesses are there in a given business environment. So, through this step, no, the organization is able to understand exactly the what the organization has to do as far as the economic activities are concerned. Since the SWOT analysis provide organization clearly the strength of organization, weakness of organization, opportunities of organization, and threats of organization. So this is very essential to know by the every individual or every business organization, because every business organization or individual always thinking to make the to do something to achieve certain objectives. Basic objectives of business organization is to make the profit. To make the profit are concerned, should understand where threat are there, where weakness are there, or where opportunities are there. In order to utilize the opportunities, or in order to tackle the threat, or in order to overcome the weaknesses, or in order to utilize the strength of organization, the organization should understand exactly organization is required appropriate the plan of action, appropriate strategic management. So third important step of strategic management is analyze the corporate, the environment with the help of SWOT analysis. This may be uh, helps organizations to understand the status of organization as far as particular business activities are concerned. And next, revise the organizational direction. After uh, analysis of business environment, no? Next is revise organizational direction. Uh, as a result of SWOT analysis of organization, and the organization able to know strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. After knowing this, the organization should revise the direction. Because suppose organization continue in particular line of business, in fact, that activities have more the hurdles, that activities have more weaknesses. I mean, that is not, suppose organization produce that product that is not sellable, and it's require maybe a huge the capital, huge manpower, huge and even more capital and more manpower and latest technology. For this, organization is required to spend huge money. So whatever it is, but revised direction is nothing but what on the basis of environment analysis, the organization should act upon that, either overcome the weaknesses or strengthen the organization by overcoming the whatever obstacles actually the organization having. Because the SWOT analysis, once business organization analyze the environment with the help of SWOT analysis, that is gives the clear the status of organization. On the basis of that, organization has to think alternatively. I mean, revise the organizational direction. Because once organization prepare the corporate mission, according to that, organization should act. After analyzing the business environment, the organization exactly come to know whether it is the objectives of organization is achievable or corporate mission is achievable or not. Achievable or not, if achievable, what extent is achievable. Once suppose the organization come to know it is not achievable, that time the organization is required to change the direction. So that environment analysis with the help of SWOT analysis, that is gives various information. On the basis of that, organization should change the direction. I mean, why should we change the direction? The organization should be realistic as far as all activities are concerned. Suppose the organization have objectives to touch the sky, and do you think it is possible to achieve by the organization? It is not achievable now. So once analysis, environment, once analysis to be taken place, through which the organization able to know exactly whether it is achievable or not. If achievable, what extent it is really achievable by the organization. Then on the basis of that, the organization is able to do maybe changing the directions. Next is strategic alternatives and choice. Once taking decision about changing organizational direction, next is what? Find out the strategic alternatives. At the beginning, I said, I mean, while discussing about strategic management, I said the whatever organization wants to do for that, there are many ways, there are many strategies. But in important, I think fifth step of strategic management is strategic alternatives and choice. In this, what organization actually required to do? Organization has to find out the alternative strategies for specific activities. Maybe suppose organization wants to produce the product, so and so. For this, different strategies our organization has. Maybe strategies as the organization has different strategies. So among different strategies, should we select best one that should ensure more quality product, more product with less cost? So that is important. That is important. Strategic alternatives and choice. Next, so this is strategic alternative choice, nothing but what? It is one of the most important step of strategic management. After changing the organization direction, on the basis of that, organization should be find out the alternative strategies, and once find out the alternative strategies, should be give the rank among alternative strategies on the basis of their merit and weaknesses, and select the best one as far as to perform the activities of the organization are concerned. This leads to make the profit by the organization. I hope all of you getting what I'm the discussing. And next step is what select the best among the alternatives. Already I said uh, strategic alternatives and choice. Once uh, uh, formulate the different strategies and choice. No, next is what? Select the best. Selections of best is very essential, since organization has to do many things, and the organization has many objectives. The organization is required to rationalize all activities, rationalize the cost of the organization. So that is helping the organization to rationalize the profitability of the organization and implement the strategy. Next step is what? Implement the strategy. Uh, After selecting the best among the best among alternatives, next is implement the strategy. Implementation of strategy on time is very essential. Business is very dynamic. Suppose organization formulated a powerful strategy, but that is not implemented on time. Do you think that strategy hold good? Do you think that strategy helping the organization to do their job properly? Because every minute changing the many things as far as the business activities are concerned, and competitor strength are concerned, customer habit are concerned, customer taste are concerned, customer preference are concerned, customer income are concerned, and economic policies are concerned, political condition are concerned. Many changes are taking place as far as the business environment are concerned. That's why whatever strategy to be the formulated by the organization, that strategy should be implemented on time by the organization. Then only there is a meaning in that strategy. Otherwise, the strategy is, I think that strategy not helping the organization to do the particular economic activities. Therefore, the most important the component of strategic management process is implementation of strategy on time. Once strategy implemented by the organization on time, definitely that may be helping the organization to do their job properly. I mean, that is helping the organization to make the profit that turn to attain the different requirement of all stakeholders of the organization. And next step is what? Strategic evaluation and control. Strategic evaluation and control is the last step of strategic management. In this step, no, what organization actually required to do? Whatever strategy to be formulated, that should be evaluated by the organization. No? In fact, the whatever strategy to be formulated, sometimes that strategies are not helping the organization to perform 100%. I mean, suppose organization have objective to earn that 10% rate of return on profit. In fact, organization only earned, actual the performance of organization in relation relating to profit is only 8%. 2% gap is there. No? So this is only come to know by the organization on the basis of what? On the basis of strategic evaluation and control. So strategic evaluation and control helping the organization to know the validity of the given strategy. I mean, whether given strategies are fruitful or not. If fruitful, what extent that strategies are fruitful, what extent that strategies are helping the organization to do their, to attain their different objectives. And control, how the organization is able to control the activities with the help of strategic evaluation. Because strategic evaluation clearly gives information about predetermined target and actual. The whatever gap is there, that is whatever gap is there, no, that is helping the organization where organization fail and where organization required to improve, and what the further alternative course of action is required as far as to do the particular economic activities or to fill the gaps are concerned. I hope all of you clear the strategic management process. Next is strategic intent. Next is strategic intent. From strategic management process, we come to know that strategic management is a continuous process. It involves series of steps. Through this, the organization is able to formulate the different strategies. That strategies are helping the organization to expansion of business and diversification of business and attract the customer and attend the customer requirement like that. Next is next important aspect of strategic management is strategic intent. So strategic management job is what? To formulate the strategy and to ensure appropriate strategic environment as far as different activities are concerned. Since the organization has to do the many things during the course of business hours. Here I want to discuss what is strategic intent and why strategic intent, and also I want to explain the strategic intent with the example. Okay, strategic intent, nothing but what I mean, a strategic intent in a broader sense. No, strategic intent refers vision of the organization, mission of the organization, and strategies of the organization. Strategic intent concerned with different things like vision of the organization, mission of the organization, objectives of the organization, and strategies of the organization together called as strategic intent. Strategic intent facilitates organization to run the enterprise on profitable basis. Strategic intent helps the organization to rationalize all the actions of the organization. Since strategic intent includes vision of the organization, I think all of you might be aware. Once we have appropriate vision, that vision is always uh, the directing the organization as far as to do their job are concerned. And even mission also is helping the organization to move in a right direction. And also it distinguishes between the right things and wrong things as far as the organizational economic activities are concerned, because the mission include many things. Mission explain why organization exists, the what are their what are the expectations of the organization, and what the organization actually required to do to achieve that objectives or the expectation, and what are the expectations of owner. Okay, like that. Therefore, strategic intent, nothing but what? Uh, uh, I mean, it is a strategic intent concerned with vision of the organization, mission of the organization, objectives of the organization, and strategies of the organization are together they called as strategic intent. Uh, Now I want to discuss strategic intent of Indian Oil Company. Now I want to discuss strategic intent of Indian Oil Company. So Indian Oil Company have different uh, things as far as their strategic intent are concerned. Vision is there, corporate vision is there, objectives are there, strategies are there, and business strategies are there, functional strategies are there. And now I want to discuss detail the strategic intent of Indian Oil Company. Vision of the Indian Oil Company is achieving international standard of excellence. So vision of the Indian Oil Company is to achieving standard of excellence. So once we have vision, what are the outcome from that? Achieving international standard of excellence. This is the broad vision of the Indian Oil Company. How does it helping the Indian Oil Company to perform their activities? Achieving international standard of excellence in the area of oil business. So once we have vision like this, no, that may be directing the organization in all respect, in all respect, because standard, international standard of excellence is very, very essential as far as any activities of business are concerned now. Since customer are paying something to buy that product or to consume that product, therefore they're expecting many things. Whenever our product having excellence than the competitors, whenever product having standard, I mean, whenever product is having more the strength than the competitors, that is definitely saleable. That is definitely is helping the organization to sell more and more and to earn the profit like that. Therefore, vision of the Indian Oil Company is what achieving international standard of excellence in the area of oil business. This is a part of strategic intent, because strategic intent nothing but what many things the organization is required to do the economic activities. So vision also very essential. Vision also very, very important as far as to perform the organizational activities rationally, properly, and effectively. Yeah. And second important component of strategic intent of Indian Oil Company is corporate mission. Already I said a little bit about corporate mission. What is the corporate mission of Indian Oil Company? Maintaining national leadership uh, in the area of oil business. Maybe oil refining is concerned, marketing is concerned, and pipeline transportation are concerned, and other the activities relating to oil business are concerned. This is very, very essential. Whatever business you take up, once we have proper mission, no, definitely that may be taking the organization very high as far as profit are concerned, as far as name are concerned, as far as fame are concerned, or even as far as the demand of the organization are the concern. I mean, goodwill of the organization are concerned. So once organization have mission like this, maintaining national leadership. If you want to lead the people, or if you want to maintain the national leadership, what are the things you require? When it is possible? It is only possible whenever you are the better than the others. No, whenever your product is quality than the others, your activities are unique than the others, your activities are superior than the others are. So once the organization have a mission like this, definitely that may be helping the organization to distinguish between organizational activities from the other organizational activities in all respect. Strategies are concerned, uh, quality of the product are concerned, marketing of the product are concerned, or even uses of the product are concerned, and even cost factor of the organization also the concern. Next is objectives of the organization. Objective of organization also part of strategic intent. The objectives, no, objectives are always directing the organizational actions. Whatever objectives we are undertaking according to that. Without objective, there is no action. Where objectives are there, their actions are there. I mean, therefore, the organization is needed appropriate objectives. Uh, the Indian Oil Company strategic intent involved the another important component. Another important aspect of Indian Oil Company strategic intent is objectives of the organization. So, objectives of the organization helping the organization uh, to do many things. Maybe what are the objectives of the organization of Indian Oil Companies? I mean, what are the things actually the Indian Oil Company uh, required to do as far as the objectives are concerned, and it focuses on cost aspect. Cost aspect is very, very important. I think all of you might be aware the basic objectives of organization to make the profit. To make the profit are concerned, organization should be rationalize the cost. Suppose organization not having objective to rationalize the cost, that is maybe not helping the organization to fix competitive price. Once organization not fix competitive price for product, that is not sellable. I mean, that is not acceptable by the ultimate user. Whenever ultimate user not accept our product, that is not sellable. Therefore, once we have objective to focus on cost, should we rationalize the cost aspect, focus on customer. Customer are the boss of the organization. Without the support of the customer, the organization not able to produce the product. Therefore, the organization should focus on customer. What are the expectations of the customer, and what are the uh, type of the product? I mean, what are the things actually the organization is required to meet the requirement of the customer, and why customer using the product, why customer not using the product, and uh, what type of the other expectation actually the customer having. These are the things should be kept in mind by the organization. Once the organization have an objective like this, that is really helping the organization to attain the requirement of the customer and protect the interest of the consumer or customer. So as a result of that, the organization is able to get the support from the each customer, or maybe customers that turn to more sales, more profit, like that. And value additions, another important the aspects of the Indian oil company as part of objectives. Value additions are value additions is very essential. Many times I said business is dynamic. Many changes every day taking place as far as competitor product features are concerned, and customer that taste habit, preference, income level, and expectation are concerned. So value additions is very essential. Whatever product to be produced by the organization should added something to the existing the quality of the product. That helping the organization to improve the competitive ability to distinguish their product from the competitor. Above all, that may be sellable, earnable, and uh, earnable, and that is helping the organization to remain for a long time in a particular line of business. So this type of things, suppose having the organization that is helping the organization to think rationally and same time should act upon the whatever opportunities have and whatever threats the organization have. And next important the aspects relating to objectives of Indian Oil Company is risk management. I think risk is part and parcel of any business. So once organization having proper the techniques or the way or the methods or policies as far as risk minimization are concerned, or risk management are concerned, that may be making the, or that may be helping the organization to make the more profit. So, I mean, suppose organization have proper care towards customer, customer happiness emerging, or customer delight is emerging. As a result of that, more customer, this is also maybe helping the organization to minimize the loss. Suppose organization produce used product and not sell that product because of lack of demand. This is big loss to the organization. So whatever it is, the business uh, is an economic activity. It involves many risks. So once organization having appropriate risk management technique, through which definitely the organization is able to manage the risk. And next, corporate strategy. Corporate strategy also part of strategic intent. Uh, what are the corporate strategies of Indian Oil Company? Like expansion of business activities, diversification of business activities, and integrations of business activities are. So these are the more popular growth strategies. Expansion, because the expansion is very essential as far as business are concerned, since business aim is to earn more and more and more profit. In order to earn more and more profit, for this organization required to expand their business vertically, horizontally, or the organization should think behind that. From that, organization is able to earn the profit. Therefore, the organization should adopt growth strategy. I mean expansion strategy like merger, acquisition, takeover, and in to made any other I mean organizations should adopt any other than this strategy to grow the organization. Maybe profit growth are concerned, market share are concerned, production are concerned, or even the other things are concerned now. And diversification also one of the important growth strategy. So I think all of you might be aware the whatever product to be produced now, that product may be outdated in the market. Whenever product is outdated in the market, that is not sellable. That's why the organization should diversify the things, diversify the product. Once organization adopt the diversification strategy, from that organization is able to modify the product or added something to the existing product, maybe quality are concerned, feature are concerned, or even modifying the packing or modifying the taste preference like that. So whenever organization modify the existing product by adding many things, this product may be sellable in the market. Because what loopholes actually the earlier product that had that loopholes avoided by the new product. Therefore, it is sellable, and from this, the organization is able to earn the profit. Therefore, diversification and diversification is very, very important as far as to remain by organization in a particular line of the business. And diversification, nothing but what? To diversify the investment, or maybe diversify the product or features of the product, features of the service. Even sometime organization diversifying their investment also. Instead of putting the pumping the money in particular places, they are diversifying in other than that. That is also maybe helping the organization to make the profit. And integration, because sometimes the organization having different activities or different units. As a result of that, sometimes organization make the not make the profit because of more cost. So whenever organization integrate the unnecessary things into one or into two or into three like that, that is also maybe helping the organization to get the advantages of the others. And business strategies are also part of strategic intent, like harnessing new business opportunities in petrochemical products, harnessing new business opportunities in petrochemical products. This is the uh, important strategy has been adopted by the Indian Oil Company as far as business strategies are concerned, power and lube marketing are concerned. So these are the things now helping the uh, business activities to do their business appropriately. And next is the functional strategy. The functional strategy is also part of strategic intent, like focuses on R&D. I think all of you might be aware the relevance of R&D. The R&D facilitates invention, innovations, and R&D facilitates to organization to exhibit their activities better than the others, or R&D facilitates the organization to make difference their activity from the competitors in all respect. So this is these are the things helping the organization to do better as far as the economic activities are concerned. And training and development also very essential as far as to improve the ability of the manpower are concerned, improve the competency of the manpower of concern, to the organization not able to get work from each employees or employees whenever any the changes taking place as far as the I mean suppose any new things emerged as far as nature of work are concerned because of changing business environment. That time the employees are not able to do their job properly. Therefore, the organization is required to train them properly. So once proper training, the organization having to employees of the organization, the employees understand the job properly, understand their obligation properly. As a result of that, they are able to discharge their obligation uh, without fail or rationally or the properly. That may be helping the organization to make the profit. And production and field management. This is part of functional strategies. As you know, I think Indian Oil Company deals with the oil business. So fuel management, productions of fuel and management is essential. They produce the oil according to demand and store them properly. And even marketing of that oil also is essential. For that, the organization should be prepared. Okay, these are the some important component of strategic intent. Before concluding my today's talk, I want to recap once again what actually we have discussed today. Today we have discussed what are the steps involved in strategic management process, and also we have discussed strategic intent. From this discussion, it is very clear that strategic management involves a series of steps like define the business and prepare the corporate mission and analyze the business environment with the help of SWOT analysis, changes the direction and develop the alternative strategies and select the best and strategic evaluation and the controller. And also we have discussed the strategic intent. Strategic intent includes many things vision also part of strategic intent, mission also part of strategic intent, and strategy is also part of strategic intent. So once organization having appropriate strategic intent, definitely that may be helping the organization uh, to defeat the rivals or to prove better than the competitors. I hope all of you understand clearly about strategic management process and the strategic evaluation and the control. Thank you.